Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I'm here to check this non-working dryer out, get it fixed today, and show you how am I going to fix it. That being said, stay tuned. Let's get dangerous. So first of all, before you remove this bag over here, you have to know how to screw and unscrew both things. Falls out. As you can see, there is a bolt over there. There's another one here. It's six. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. So that's all you have to do, and this bag should come out. Alright, after you take the back one off, not much to see, but the main problem is if your dryer will not start at all. So it be the this is a thermal fuse, and there is a temperature sensor here as well. There is a specific name for this, but I can't remember right now. So there's one over here, another one right here, and right here. Alright, before I take them out, let me explain you how they work. This one here, it controls the temperature. If this sensor stuck closed or stuck open, if it's stuck open, the dryer will not start. If it's stuck closed, it will cause fire. But before that, this one over here, the thermal fuse, it will shut down before fire causes. But if you washer running but it's blowing cold air, it's this one over here that it's stuck open right here. Hope you can see it right there. This is one over here. If it's stuck open, so the blower cold air out of here, but the heating element will not get hot in here. So this one is expecting heat. This one over here it's expecting heat, but it's not working. It's because this one over here is not activating. So let's go ahead and check them out. Okay, before I forget, you gotta have a multimeter like this one. Don't have to be like this one, but something similar to this one. They're not expensive. They're about $10, 50, 100, even $300. It depends what is your budget. So first of all, I'm going to disconnect these two guys over here, and then there's a bolt over here. Oh, it's always loose. Alright, it's off right now. And now put the multimeter on this setting right here. Hope you can see it right there on the continuity right there, direct contact right there. So if this sensor is good, it should make this kind of noise, that noise. So okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this one on this side and then over here. That's good. Remember, this one over here, if it's stuck close, it will cause fire, because if it's not closed and open, and it's wrong. So if it's stuck close, it will cause fire, and then that thermal fuse it blow. If the fuse wouldn't blow before anything, and this one keeps stuck open, the house it will cause fire. But for example, this one right now, it's closed. So let's see if it opens by doing this. Okay, here's a normal lighter over here. What we're going to do, we're going to heat it up. That noise, it should stop. That it's not stopping. But now it should stop if it opens. So in this case, this sensor will not open. That means it's stuck closed. In this case, your house will be on fire. But thanks to the thermal fuse, that's the one shuts down the whole thing and you're safe. This one's stuck open. So now let's check the thermal fuse by unblocking this blue wire and then unscrew it just like always right here. And then you don't have to unscrew it, you can just check it like this without taking it out, but in this case I took it out right there. And it's not making any contact right there. That means this is blown. It should make that noise like that. In this case, nothing. That means this is bad. So what you're going to do now is to undo this screw over here. Now this one is, I was telling you, same way, unhook this one and then this one right here, and then go ahead connect your either the black or the red over here. It's making that noise. Now when it gets hot enough, it should come open. Let's try if that noise it will stop. Let's try again. It should stop anytime soon. Perfect. That means it's working. So that's how you do this one. And same thing with this one over here. Like I said, they work the same, but they work in different temperature and different. There's a high and a low. So I'm not really going to explain you right now which one is the high one is the low one. But as I was saying, I'm at somebody else's house. So what I'm going to do is unhook this one. It's the both of this orange and the red one. And then over here it's very hard to come out, so put your finger right here and pull it right here. That way it will come out of the heating element and it comes out just like that. It's like that. And then again do the same process, put it right there, don't matter red or black, and then it should make noise if it's good. I think it's good. But how do you really know it's going to open and close? So to make sure it's going to open, it should get you a professional light over here and do the same thing again. That's how you know it's going to open at certain temperature. If this one won't open, we gotta change this one. Here you go. It opens at certain temperature. I can't remember what's the temperature where they're supposed to be open, when they're supposed to close. Remember, with the dryer, it will go up to a certain heat, and then it shuts off and it cools down, and then goes back to the normal temperature, and it starts all over again. So that's how this thing works. This sensor right here, that when I checked it the first time, it did not open. So that's what's causing the thermal fuse to blown every time. If you just keep changing this one, it just keep blown, because this one it will not open. It's stuck closed. So when it's stuck closed, no matter how hot it will get, will not open. So it just keep blowing this one and blown. So now I'm going to change this one, and then the thermal fuse and the dryer should working good again. And this is the whole kit I got from Amazon. It's only $25. And on the description I will put the order number, the part number on there. That way you can order your own. I am working on the rubber. As you can see right there, that's the brand right there. Right there, and that's the same everything right there. So that's the one I'm working on today. Now let's put this new part back on there. Let me do the thermal fuse first, just like that, and then get you a screw. It should be good. All right, that's good. Now let's do the temperature sensor. It should have two screws over here, but there was only one, so if I want to put another one in, I had to buy another one. So in this case, I'm just going to put one on the top right here. Well, I don't really like this one. It's loose, so I may have to look for another screw. All right, now I'm happy now. Now I can put this one in here. With two screws in there. Make sure you put everything back in order how you took it out. For example, over here on the bottom one, it's both blue, then it's good. If you forget, like me, I usually put a paint marker over here. That way I know where it goes. Let's, for example, I put blue and blue right here. That's just an example. Well, in this case, it's time to put the back one back on and then get it running. All right, now she's back together again. Let's see if it's going to start. Time for the result. Let's see if it's going to start. Yay! She's working. All right. Okay, guys, we got it fixed today. I hope it helped you out. You got some idea how to fix your own dryer. Once again, thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all that. So that's it for today. Until next video. Bye for now. Bye.